What's up everyone, Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I am back again to bring you guys a special new video. This time we're going to be talking about Fear Street Part 1, so let's get into it. Fear Street Part 1 was directed by Leigh Janiak, and it was of course written by R.L. Stine, who was the original creator of the Fear Street series, and a couple of others. And one of the notable names that stars in this is Maya Hawke. She's only in it for a very short period of time, so if you guys are tuning in to see her, just be aware that she is only in it for a very small part of it. She does great, as well as the rest of the cast. This is actually a pretty good adaptation of this series. Let's just say that this series is not as kid-friendly as I thought it was going to be, and I was almost going to pass up on it completely because some of this kind of stuff is hit or miss, but they actually did a really good job with this one. They made it less kid-friendly, so it's pretty good for people who are my age and older that like the more mature elements of this kind of story, and they kept that in. And it seems like they're gonna go hold true to the story, to the original books, which is keeping all this extra stuff in, which I'm excited for. One of the drawbacks was some of the CGI elements. It kind of came off as a little bit of more low budget, but they kind of made up for that with the use of practical effects. This wasn't completely CGI'd, which is good. There are a lot of practical effects. The practical effects are done well. It gives you glimpses of how they did things back in the 80s and 90s. You know, like stuff like from Scream and in other films like that. You can definitely tell where they get a lot of their inspiration from. It was super tropey, which might be a drawback for some people, but I just want to let you guys know you have to put that kind of stuff aside. It might be tropey, but it's going to be good because of the other things I just mentioned, the practical effects, the acting, the directing, everything was really good and came together really well. So you can look past the shitty CGI and some of the other elements, the tropey elements of the writing and stuff like that. Because some of the writing isn't the greatest, and some of it's kind of predictable, but it keeps you entertained to the end throughout the entire thing. You're not bored, you know, whereas a lot of these movies make you bored, especially like halfway through, but this one actually comes off really well. Needless to say, I'm actually really excited for the second part of this. It's set in the 70s, so that should be really cool. You have a lot of definitely has like a 70s, 80s slasher themed that you can kind of tell from the preview, I guess, if you guys saw that. But it does look really cool, and it looks like they are going to keep those elements that I liked about this one, and it looks like they're even ramping it up even more. They're bringing back some of the people from Stranger Things, which I was really excited for because they deserve more roles. They're great actors, and they're definitely coming up and becoming themselves, so it's really cool to see them in other things besides Stranger Things and to show off their acting talents. Maya Hawke is great in this. And you see, if you watch the preview for the next one, you can see some of the other people from Stranger Things come back into into other roles in this movie. So I'm excited to see what they can do with that. You kind of get the familiar faces, but you also get good acting out of it. It's not just shitty acting, and it's not just familiar faces just to be familiar faces. They're giving these kids a chance, which I really enjoy. That's kind of my full review. If you guys have seen this, let me know down below what you guys thought of it. Did you guys enjoy this one? Did you guys think it was boring? Did you think it was too tropey? Did you like the practical effects? What did you guys think of this? Let me know down below. Are you guys excited for the second one? Because I actually am more excited about that one than I was even about this one. To be honest with you guys, I gave Fear Street Part 1 a higher score on Letterboxd than I was going to, only because it exceeded my expectations. And if it didn't, then I was going to give it a little bit of a lower score. But it got up a half star just because it exceeded my expectations. I was expecting garbage, and it was better than garbage, so there you go. If you guys like this video or any of my other videos, just hit that subscribe button and let me know by hitting a like down below as well. And I hope all of you guys stay safe. I will see you on the flip side.